Hello everyone, Randy here again, and we are playing Farming Simulator 15 on Central California on the RDAllen multiplayer server, and just myself on at the moment. And we are making a couple of wrapped silage bales here. This is a slightly different baler than we had before. I guess I could have actually been going there. Oh well. Doesn't take long to fill this baler up. Making 4,000 liter bales here. It's not quite as nice as the Krone Ultima baler from the mod contest. However, it doesn't appear to crash the server, so... it doesn't appear to have that pre-charger... I forget what that baler called it again. That pre-charge chamber, I think it was. I've noticed with this baler, you actually have to stop when it's full. Otherwise, it will stop picking up. In this case, the grass we're picking up and baling. And obviously, it doesn't have all the other fancy features that baler had either. But yes, like I said, unfortunately, the Krone Ultima baler appears to crash the server quite regularly, unfortunately, so had to go with this baler instead. Seems to be working good so far. We haven't had any server crashes with this baler. This is the McHale Fusion baler. Basically does the exact same thing as the Krone Ultima baler did. So no difference really or the end result. No difference for the end result, I guess you could say. So yeah, you can see there it didn't pick up the grass. But yeah, unfortunately, because the grass is growing back, it's really hard to actually see where the windrow is. Main reason I know where it is, well, I can see in the distance, plus I got the GPS set, so... But yeah, the Krone Ultima was nice because you could pretty much just keep going. You had to slow down a little bit. Otherwise, the pre-charge chamber would fill up a little bit too quickly, but you could still pretty much keep going. You didn't have to sit here starting and stopping all the time. And with this baler, too, when it's done wrapping, if I bring up, then you actually have to push, in this case, it's button 10 for me, or I think it's O on the keyboard. Yeah, it's O on the keyboard. If I push O on the keyboard, you have to unload the bale manually each time. And yeah, it doesn't take long to fill up, as you folks can see. And yeah, too bad there's not a bale counter either. I can't tell you folks how many bales we've made. Nope, doesn't say. So, okay. Yeah, you kind of have to wait for the one bale to unload from the back, the wrapped bale. And then you kind of wait for it to unload the bale that needs to be wrapped. So yeah, it takes a couple seconds there while you wait for that to all happen. And then, of course, like I said, it doesn't take long to fill up. And I'm sure this was raked with a 19-meter windrower, so there's going to be a lot of material in one of these windrows. Anyway, let's just get a cow count again. And while we're here, too, do we have 6 young beef there. We have 7 young beef there. We got 29 pigs, 47 slaughter, or pigs that can be sold, I believe that is. 15 and 16, 13 and 18, 14 and 1, and 46 and 118. Been working on the chickens a little more here as of recent. And yes, unfortunately, as you can see, our poor cows are kind of starving. Well, not kind of starving. They are starving. They got nothing again. And I'm telling you, folks, we have tried to feed the cows, but pretty much as fast as you put it in, they use it. As you can see, 8,500 cows at the moment. And we keep buying a few cows here and there every now and then, apparently. We also apparently have 100 sheep and 101 chickens. Okay, 101 chickens. With 50 eggs, they don't have anything either. They're kind of starving. I think the sheep have pretty much been starving the whole time. I don't know who bought them. But, yeah, I don't think they ever fed them. Oh, 28% wool. Well, that might be full by the time we finish the map here. And the cows' productivity is at 51%. That is weird. I'm not sure why it's at 51%, seeing as how they have absolutely nothing. I imagine if you had a little bit smaller windrows or maybe a little less yield on whatever you're harvesting, this baler might work a little bit better. But yeah, the yield on this map I think has been increased slightly, so you're getting a little more straw, a little more grass. Therefore, the baler, has to bale a little bit quicker, and that's just not working out quite as nice with this baler as it did with the Krone Ultima, unfortunately. And yes, before someone asks about, there is a hot fix for the Krone Ultima Baler. We did put that on the server as well. No change. Did not seem to help at all, unfortunately. So that Baler just seemed to not like the multiplayer server for some reason. And I think that's either the second or third time we've used that Baler on the multiplayer server here. Same results every time, it seems like. Something that Baler causes the server to crash. Typically within about a 12 to 24 hour time period. And not to mention as well, it seemed to keep bugging out, at least on this this map anyway. I don't remember if we had that problem before or not, but it seems like after you do so many bales, it wouldn't work properly anymore. It acted like it was loaded even though it wasn't. And okay, I need to figure out where I ended up here. It stopped picking up in here somewhere. I hate to turn around because then I'm probably going to lose my windrow here, but I think we're going to have to. Oh, I think it's actually right there. Okay, I could have backed up a little bit further, I guess. Like I said, really hard to see where the windrow is. Okay, there we go. Back in business. Need to watch that fill percentage on that bale a little more closely. Anyway, folks, reached 10,000 subscribers here. Either, I don't know exactly when it happened, either today or yesterday we reached that, so that's pretty cool. 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, so big thanks to all you folks for watching, commenting, subscribing, playing on the multiplayer server, etc. I think the biggest thing was Baler doesn't have that pre-charge chamber that the Krone did. So you could actually keep going a little bit. You have to wait for that bale to unload before you can actually keep going all the time. Whereas, yeah, like I said, the Krone Ultima, you didn't have to wait. You had that pre-charge chamber. You could keep going. You had to go slow so you didn't fill it up, but you could at least keep going. And I know we did mention maybe for the next map, we'll see what's maybe putting the square bale wrapper that I'm using on single player on Sosnovka on the server. We'll check that out maybe for the next next multiplayer map. Yeah, sure doesn't take long for this baler to get full, that's for sure. My goodness. Almost to the end of one row here finally. And yeah, like I said, folks, we have tried feeding that many cows. I think we've had about, maybe 5, 6 of us on the server at one time trying to feed the cows. You know, you pretty much have to have one person working on straw, one person working on mixed rations, someone else working on the water. And let's see, what else do they need? Anything else? Seems like I'm forgetting something. Mixed rations, water, and... No, I guess that's everything. The mixed rations, water, and straw. So you pretty much have to have one person on, like, each thing. That's how fast they use it. And then not to mention, not only do you have to have, you know, the mixed rations, the water, and the straw, you also have to have somewhere to get the straw from. And you have to have something to make the mixed rations with. So, you know, it's not just, you know, dumping it into the cows. It's you also have to make the mixed rations, which, you know, takes silage, it takes grass, takes straw. Okay, now I gotta find the next windrow here a moment. Like it's in here somewhere. Oh, and I'm full too. Okay. So yeah, like I said, you know, not only do you have to have basically the 3 people like continuously working to fill the cows, you're also going to have a undetermined amount of people working on making silage. You know, doing something with the straw, you know, wheat probably, or wheat or whatever straw producing crop you want to plant. And then you're also going to have, you know, again, undetermined amount of people making grass. And you can, yeah, the grass can either, you know, silage or actual grass. And then, you know, silage too can be corn or whatever. But yeah, you're basically going to have several people working on just getting the stuff together. And yeah, like I said, typically we've had anywhere 4 to 6 people on the server at a time working on this, and yeah, we just have not been able to keep up at all. I think we started losing the battle around probably 4,000 or 5,000 cows. I think is when we started a pretty serious decline in the ability to actually feed that many cows. So yeah, folks, like I said in the beginning when we said the challenge was to 8,000 cows, I didn't say we would be able to feed 8,000 cows. Also, for the next map, folks, if you folks watched the last video, we are looking for another map for the multiplayer server. So far, a lot of people have commented the American Outback map. What I'm going to do, though, like I've done the last couple of times, I am going to put a poll in. I'll probably wait one more video yet, maybe the next video. I'll put a poll in that video and let you folks vote on whatever map you want next for the multiplayer server. But yeah, at least at the moment, it looks like everybody wants to see the American Outback. A couple other maps have been suggested as well, so yeah, like I said, I'll kind of get those together, put a poll up for them. And I'll probably, like I said, wait another video or two yet before I do that. And that'll probably be at least a week yet before we get the map changed over. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to keep a lot of the same mods again. The mods we have at the moment seem to be working really well. Not a whole lot of server crashing, so I'd like to see that. You know, it's hard to find mods that don't seem to crash a multiplayer server, so... Yeah, like I said, I'll probably look at adding the square bale wrapper for silage. That way we can make square bales. Obviously a lot easier, or not easier, a lot quicker at least, to make square bales. You can just drive. You don't have to sit here worrying about unloading all the time. Which was the nice thing about the Krone Ultima. You didn't have to sit here worrying about unloading all the time. It kind of took care of itself. It was a round baler that you could pretty much just keep driving with. Also looks like we got a lot of equipment from the glance mod anywhere that needs to be emptied. A lot of hired combines going at the moment from the looks of it. Like I said before, I know we got a lot of equipment here on the map at the moment. Probably not quite as much as like we maybe had on Pleasant Valley, but we definitely have a lot of combines, tractors, especially equipment for working with the cows, you know, forage wagons and whatnot. But yeah, so far we haven't had a whole lot of problems with this map. I think the reason being is we got a lot of our equipment spread out, whereas typically on most maps, you know, we tend to keep a lot of our equipment in like one spot, like the central farm or something. Whereas on here, so far, we've been keeping it a little more spread out. You know, we got equipment down by the dairy cows there. We got equipment up at the main farm here, obviously. There's also equipment up at the beef cows. There's probably some across the road from the dairy, too, here. Let's just take a look at the map, see where the equipment's located at. So, yeah, like I said, a lot of equipment right there, a lot of equipment right here, and a lot of equipment right here as well. And then, of course, all the other equipment kind of just spread out throughout all the rest of the map. I think this is this the chickens? Yes, I believe this is the chickens here. Oh, we got somebody. Right, I did not catch that. See if she'll say that again. Right, doing a good job. Just keep up the good work then. Good, just do a good job as well. Whatever. So yes, this is apparently the chickens. I have actually not even looked at this real close yet, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on over here. This looks like a fattened chicken building. I've been told it took a while to drive this JCB over here. As you folks can probably imagine, what's it go, like 7, 8 mile an hour, something like that. And of course, with this being an 8X map, yeah, it takes a while to drive that particular piece of equipment. Oh, this looks like for straw. Okay. Oh, I probably don't want to fall in there. Oh, no, I can't get out either. There we go. Oh, wow. That's a lot of windmills there. Are those actually the placeable ones too yet? Oh, we only have 11 windmills, folks. 11 windmills. That's not bad. Looks like we got 6 of them right here. And I know, at least for myself, I may have contributed to the windmills as well. I didn't buy any of the ones here, but I did buy like 4 of them down at the main farm. You know, I had so much money, it's like, okay, what do I do with this money? I probably shouldn't buy any more cows with it. So I decided to buy a couple of windmills. Those 3 there, I don't think are the... Yeah, no, those aren't the placeable ones. The ones with the bigger, thicker pillars are the placeable ones that are making us the money. Okay, folks, we're back here again, and Gary has joined us on the multiplayer server. Oh, those chickens lay a lot of eggs. Ooh, egg control 1.1. Okay. Oh, we got egg pellets, 600 manure. Oh, they got manure, chickens. Right, okay. The chickens, by the way, I believe you have to have them from the fattened chickens, if I remember correctly. So that's actually where the chickens are coming from. So this is different than the chicken. At least I'm assuming it's different here than the chickens you see on here. I don't believe this is the same chickens. These are egg-laying chickens as well, but I believe this is a different type of egg-laying chicken, if I remember correctly. Anyway, let's go back to baling here, I guess. And get the baler fired back up. Ooh, looks like I'm actually missing part of the windrow. Oops. Yeah, like I said, when the grass is growing back like this, it's pretty hard to see the windrow. And just unfortunately, the way multiplayer works, it's kind of hard to avoid that to some extent. Typically, I leave the server on 5x time. That way, there's almost always something to do. That probably doesn't help with the cows' usage of their feed, by the way. But like I said, it just keeps things moving on the server, makes sure there's almost always something to do. On the case of this map, I probably could actually leave it at 1x, and there'd probably almost always be something to do with it, at least as far as feeding the cows go. But yeah, if we just look at what we have in storage, at least, yeah, 11 million wheat. Like I said, we've been planting a lot of wheat, or at least crops anyway, that will produce straw. So we can get the straw. That's not necessarily so we can get the wheat, because obviously we got a lot of wheat there. But so we can get the straw from the wheat. I don't know if there's anything else. It looks like it's primarily just wheat. At least from what I've been doing, primarily planting wheat, so... Looks like we got a lot of oats as well. Still have a lot of sugar beets yet, although I don't know if they've been sold or if we've just gone through a lot of them making mixed rations. For those who did not know, I think I mentioned this, maybe not. If we go down here, and it's right over here, you can put sugar beets or potatoes in this particular machine here, and it will make mixed rations, and it dumps it in this trough right here. So this will count as mixed rations as well. Somewhere around here, I think it says... Oh, yes, right here. So yeah, it's out at the moment. And this particular mixing station, it's What's its status? Blinking red light. It's on to something. Pretty much out of everything, and it has 0 mixed rations. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. Oh, yes. I see something in the distance. Reminds me I wanted to show you folks. We'll get this bale unloaded here a moment. Okay. Let's just tab over to something else here. Gonna guess it's probably this truck here. So yes, you folks know I've been mentioning we have some road trains on the map here. Well, this one, I think this one is mine, I believe. It looks like someone may have added a few extra trailers to it, though. I think I only had 15. So anyway, we got 1. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and all the way down to 22 trailers. So, yeah, yeehaw. This is quite the road train. Like I said, I think mine had 15 on it. I'm thinking this is my set here, maybe with some additional trailers. I'm not sure on that. I'd have to tab around the vehicles just to see once if there's another one like this. But yeah, like I said, I had a road train, 15 trailers, and it was this red color, so... And like I said, my particular road train, at least, you could haul 500,000 liters of whatever you wanted to haul. It just took a while to fill up and empty, though. And by a while, I mean it actually took, oh boy, probably a good 15 minutes real life time to just fill up all 15 trailers, if not a little bit more than that. I never actually really timed it. All I know is it took a while. Okay, and I think we're actually pretty much back to where we started from the beginning of this episode here. I believe we started baling this the windrow over about in there somewhere, I believe. Yeah, basically a good 20, 25 minutes. So I know we did a couple other things there as well, but a good 20, 25 minutes just to go down one windrow and pretty much come up the other windrow. Okay, folks, and on that sinking note, I think we'll wrap it up here. Maybe a minute or two short, but it'll be close enough. So yeah, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time. And remember, if you want to join us on the multiplayer server, download links are in the description below for the mods needed to join. And also, we'll probably be switching over maps here in another week or two. Like I said, I'll be putting the poll up at some point for you folks to vote on. Once we get the voting done, then we'll look at time frame for changing the map over. So, yes, like I said, folks, thanks for watching, and till next time.